Would you risk your life on camera for a paycheck that barely reflects the danger? Because that's exactly what Alex Honnold just admitted after one of the most insane climbs of his career. When Netflix announced Alex Honnold would be free solo climbing Taipei 101, people assumed one thing: massive danger meant a massive paycheck. After all, this wasn't a cliff in the middle of nowhere. This was one of the tallest skyscrapers on Earth. No ropes, no harness, one slip, and the story ends instantly. But when Alex finally spoke about how much he actually made, the reaction stunned everyone. To understand why this revelation hit so hard, you have to understand who Alex Honnold really is. This is the climber who redefined what impossible means. The man who scaled El Capitan without protection and turned it into an Oscar-winning moment with free solo. For years, Alex has been treated like a superhuman, calm, calculated, and seemingly immune to fear. So when he signed on to a Netflix live event, fans assumed he was finally cashing in. Then came Taipei 101. The climb itself was unreal. Towering more than 1,600 feet into the sky, Taipei 101 isn't just tall, it's exposed, vertical, and unforgiving. Alex climbed it free solo in real time, with the entire world watching. Weather delays added tension, cameras hovered nearby. Every move was magnified. This wasn't just a climb, it was a global spectacle. And yet, behind the scenes, the reward didn't match the risk. That's when Alex casually dropped the line no one expected. He admitted that his Netflix paycheck for the climb was, in his own words, embarrassing. Not disappointing, not underwhelming, embarrassing. Reports suggest the amount landed in the mid-six figures, a number that might sound impressive on paper, until you compare it to what athletes, actors, or influencers earn for projects that don't involve literal life-or-death stakes. Alex even joked that if money were the goal, he'd be making very different career choices. And that's where the disconnect became impossible to ignore. This was a live Netflix event, a viral moment. Clips spread instantly across social media. Millions watched in disbelief as Alex moved higher and higher with nothing but friction and focus keeping him alive. Yet the financial reward didn't reflect the scale, the danger, or the pressure. Fans started asking uncomfortable questions. Was this a fair deal? Or was Alex being undervalued because he'd never played the fame game? The internet didn't stay quiet for long. Commentators and athletes chimed in, including sports personalities who openly joked about how absurd the pay sounded given the risk. Some fans called it inspiring, others called it exploitation. A few wondered if Netflix took advantage of the fact that Alex simply doesn't chase money the way others do. And that theory gained traction when Alex explained his mindset. Because according to him, the climb was never about the paycheck. Alex has always said the challenge matters more than the reward, the experience, the storytelling, the personal test. He's admitted he'd still be climbing even if cameras disappeared tomorrow. That mindset is exactly what makes him fascinating, and exactly what may be costing him financially. He doesn't negotiate like a celebrity. He doesn't posture like a superstar. He shows up to climb. Still, this moment changed how people see the business side of extreme sports. Netflix is leaning harder into live events and jaw-dropping stunts, and Alex's climb proved just how powerful that strategy can be. But it also raised a quiet concern. If one of the most famous climbers on the planet calls his pay embarrassing, what does that say about how risk is valued behind closed doors? Alex hasn't said he regrets the climb, not even close. But the honesty of that single word, embarrassing, pulled back the curtain on an industry that thrives on spectacle while quietly downplaying sacrifice. So is Alex Honnold underpaid, or just built differently? Maybe both. Because while most people chase the biggest check, Alex keeps choosing the biggest challenge. And whether that makes him the most fearless climber alive or the most underpaid might depend on what you value more. Either way, the next time he steps off the ground, the world will be watching again.